Either that or someone hid Bigfoot's Prozac prescription.
Hey guys, Joelster here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video with the LG C9. So this time I connected this beautiful 4K HDR TV with my PC. Now on my previous video I connected this TV with my Xbox One X. So if you want to know how that works with different resolutions, with FreeSync, with HDR, I also showed my settings with the Xbox. Make sure you check out that video. I'm gonna leave a link in the description, or maybe on top of this video you can see a card. But anyways, this time I connected with my PC and I'm gonna show you guys how to get the lowest input lag possible while playing on PC, how to change that HDMI input to PC. That way you can get the fastest response time as well. So if you're interested in knowing more about this beautiful looking OLED TV, stick around to this channel, and also don't forget to like this video, alright, and subscribe if you haven't. Alright guys, so I'm Joelster and let's do this. Alright guys, so just like I mentioned in the video, I connected this TV to my PC. I'm gonna show you what I have. As a matter of fact, I don't have a very powerful PC. It's a GTX 1060. I wish I had something better. Maybe I'm going to be in the market to buy something better. And so I got some good news and bad news. I guess the bad news is that I can't connect, or I can't use G-Sync with this PC on this beautiful looking TV. I need to have one of those newer cards, like an RTX 2060 and up, or one of those GTX 1660, something like that. It has to be the Turing Architect video card if I want to use G-Sync. So that sucks, but the good news is, even though I don't have G-Sync, this still looks and runs very good. But I'm going to show you what you need to do. So first of all guys, in the remote controller there is this input button right over here. You need to press it and hold it. Then we're going to go into inputs. Now over here you guys notice how this one says PC, right? So in order for you to change it, let's go to edit right here. We're going to click it, and then we're going to click on this little input square, and then you can change this. You can name it and change it to whatever you want. In this case you have tons of options, but you're going to go scroll down. You can also have game console if you want, and then we're gonna go into PC. So that's how I have it. This is the best way to have the lowest input lag possible, guys. And then we're gonna go back over here to the inputs, and then I have this on the input number 3. So input number 3 is PC. Now once you do this, you can go into your picture settings, right? And you can use whatever picture settings you want. You can customize either one, but the only thing that I noticed that changes is just the colors. The black labels and everything. All the other functions like enhancements, picture enhancements, they're off. You're not going to be able to change any of that because this is under PC. So let's go over here, picture options. Everything is pretty much going to be grayed out. No smooth gradation, noise reduction, real cinema, all those other enhancements, picture enhancements, are going to be pretty much off. That is the only way that you can get the lowest input lag and the fastest response time. So let me know in the comments if you already knew this. Let me know also what kind of settings are you using while playing on PC. Now let's go over here on the NVIDIA settings real quick. NVIDIA control panel. You can use either 4K at 60 Hertz on this TV, or you can also use 1440p with 120 Hertz of refresh rate. Now over here, you guys, I don't know if you guys see, let me zoom in with the camera so you guys can see better. Alright, so I'm zooming in with my camera. I have 4K native in 60 Hertz, right? So if you scroll down in this section, let's go to 2560 1440. then it'll change to 120 Hertz. Let's hit apply to see how this looks. I'll tell you guys, and then you have the option that says yes. You want to keep this resolution so everything looks much bigger. And sometimes when you do this resolution change, it doesn't look, all the numbers and letters, they don't look like clear. But in this case, everything looks clear. It looks clean. So you can use this resolution. You can change it from here if you want. But if you are in a game, you can also change it directly from the game. So here I'm playing this game. This is Lost Ember. And I want to show you guys how it's just super easy to change the resolution while you're in the game. For example, here we're going to go into the options and then video, and here the resolution. I'm running this game at 1440p because it's pretty much, it runs a lot better while using this type of video card. So the graphics are in high, have VSync, full screen, and everything. It looks great. I can change it to 4K, but trust me, the frames per second, they're gonna drop to like 25. So this way, I feel like the game, it runs smooth. It also looks beautiful. So I don't have any issues with that. So another thing I noticed, guys, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be concerned, is screen burn, right? So I'm going to show you some things to prevent screen burn. So let me show you some of the settings that I'm using. A shortcut that I learned, guys, if you just press on the settings, press and hold that button, it's going to take you straight to picture settings. So first of all, I'm using ISF Expert Bright. This is probably the best looking one that I have found so far. It looks beautiful and it's also bright. If you want in a dark room, you can change this to dark. So I noticed it does get darker, but it also gets warmer. So everything, the whole picture looks a little bit more like with a yellowish tone. But I prefer Expert Bright. That's what I'm using. And I recommend it to you as well if you want. So now another thing, guys, this is very important if you are either if you're using HDR or if you want to use for example, in my case, I'm using the 1440p with 120 Hertz, or maybe you want to do 4K 60, right? You have to go over here and turn on HDMI Ultra HD Deep Colors. This is the same process when you are turning on HDR. So in my case, I'm using HDMI number 3. So make sure I have this one turned on, and also HDMI number 1, I have it turned on. Do you guys notice? So I know a lot of you guys are concerned with screen burn or image retention. So in this case, let's go into OLED panel and settings. And then you have these 3 options: pixel refresher. So this one corrects that, just in case if you have an image that it looks kind of permanent and you get a little scared, you can refresh those pixels here. It takes about an hour, I think that's what it said. So you might want to do this if you're not going to use your TV for the rest. You might want to do this like before you go to bed or something. Now over here it says screen shift. This is actually another thing that I have turned on to exactly do the same thing to prevent image retention. And also here, logo luminance adjustment. So this one I have it in high. This one says adjust the lumens of static images such as logos and prevent picture quality issues. Pretty much a screen burn. That's what they're trying to say when you have this TV turned on for an extended period of time. So I have this one in high. That way it's more intense. That's what I'm thinking that it means, right? You have 3 options: off, low, or high. So I have it in high to prevent that. Let me know what do you guys think if you are using this as well. And of course, this is instant game response or auto low game latency. This works great with consoles. So those are my things. Those are what I'm using. These are the picture mode that I'm using, ISF. Let me know what you guys are using with when you're playing on your PC. I'm curious to know what do you guys suggest. So far, this game feels good. It feels very smooth. The frame rate is dropping to like around, wow, this is 56, between 56 and 60. So it's not very steady, but it does look very smooth. And like I said, I'm using the 1440p resolution up to 120 hertz, but in this case I am limited to what I have. Alright guys, so let's change to another game. Just want to see more action, right? Let's do this. So here I am guys, I'm playing Call of Duty. Forgot this World War II or something like that. Man, I haven't played this game in a while, but this looks and feels very smooth. Now remember, I have very limited hardware, so I'm running this at 1440p with up to 120 hertz, but I can see the frame rate, it's around 77, 76. It just keeps fluctuating from 70 to 79 and 77. So I'm very limited to what I have, but it feels very, very good. And that's the important thing. Of course, if you have a much better video card, it's supposed to run a lot better with a higher frame rate, but hopefully I'll update my video card anytime soon. Anyways, another important factor about this TV is the input lag. It's very low. It's about 9 milliseconds input lag, and I think using this PC, changing the HDMI to PC, it even lowers it down to around 6 milliseconds, but I'm not 100% sure. So even if it's at 9 milliseconds, I think it's very, very good. And of course, there is super fast response time. It's just crazy. 1 millisecond of response time. That is crazy. So your games are going to be feeling very smooth. I am still gonna die. It doesn't matter what I'm playing. I'm still suck at this game. Never really liked it. But I just wanted to mention that, guys, that if you're playing high demanding games like this or fast-paced games, you're gonna have a very, very smooth and good experience with this kind of TVs. Alright guys, so there's one more thing about this TV, and that is HDR. Now I've been saying it for a long time that HDR on PC, it sucks. It's not the same as when you're using it in consoles. It's so much easier, but in order for you to use HDR on your PC, you have to go over here to display settings. Let's go to display settings, and then let's go over here and you have to turn it on manually here. So what happens is that it just throws HDR to everything. Now I don't know if you guys noticed, but the screen is a lot brighter now, and that's how you turn on HDR. For some reason it looks good now, but I have tried this with other monitors and it looks awful. It looks really bad. On this TV it actually looks pretty good. So let's go to a game now that supports HDR. Let's play Forza, right? Let's play Forza Horizon 4. Let's open this up and let's see how it looks. Alright guys, I don't know what they did, but Jesus, HDR looks beautiful in this game. It is bright. Jesus, it is very bright. Now, I don't know if they fixed it or not, but I usually don't use HDR on PC, but I am blown away by how beautiful everything looks right now. And another thing I wanted to say, guys, I don't know who came up with that idea that this TV is not bright enough. I know by the numbers it doesn't sound that good, that it can reach from 600 to 700 nits compared to, you know, Samsung TVs, like it sometimes can reach 2000, 2500 nits, or VCO TVs. But my god, even if this TV is hitting 700 nits of peak brightness, it looks bright. The reason being is because of that contrast. It makes all those highlights brighter. So that's why when you see, like for example, the sun, you can't see it right now, but when you see those highlights, it makes everything so much brighter and just stands out. So that's why I feel like this TV, it does look beautiful and it is bright. Trust me, I have my lights on right now in this room, and I still get those highlights super bright in my eyes. So I don't know. You guys gotta try this. It's not, don't believe what everybody says. A lot of people, there's always going to talk about negative about something all the time. You just gotta try it for yourself, guys, and then you'll be the last want the last person to be the judge. You know, you be the judge, basically. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, this is a great TV for PC. Now, like I said, if I want to get my G-Sync going on, I gotta upgrade my video card. I will probably do that later on in the future, but for right now, what I'm using, it feels good, it's running very smooth. Once again, I'm running this at 1440p and my frame rate's around 76 to 80 frames per second, which is surprisingly good. I did upgraded my RAM, I added more RAM, so maybe that's why it's helping to achieve much better frame rate, and it feels very, very smooth. I like this. And I'm also using HDR, so that's what it is. That's what I'm using, guys. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any suggestions on the settings while using PC. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm still going to be doing more tests with my PlayStation 4 and maybe some comparisons. And then by the end of all those videos, I'm going to do my review of this beautiful TV. Alright guys, I'm Joester, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Joester out. Oh my god. I don't think I'm doing so good, but I'm gonna get it to this very colorful party. I'm gonna get to the finish line by myself. I did it! Alright, I'm gone. Spring.